pull up an ice block and lend an ear. It's episode 162 of the most magical game show on earth. This is Disney Jeopardy, and I am your host, Brian Perry, here with 26 new Disney trivia clues to test that good old brain of yours. Let's see how much you know about Disney. As a reminder, last week the final Jeopardy wheel landed on the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Which means, as you can see on your screen, we are doing Hunchback of Notre Dame music category. That will be followed by X squared. The third category is rainbows. We follow that up with roller coaster features for your theme park category. And finally, the club DJ members decided category number 5, and they chose reflections. 51% of them did, with Liars coming in second. I thought Liars was going to win. It'll have another opportunity next week. And with that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. Each of these clues are as easy as it's going to get in the game, so best of luck. We begin with Hunchback for 2. Fill in the lyric from Hellfire. The sun caught in her blank hair. Hellfire is up there as a top 3 Disney villain song for yours truly. I think it's so good, and it's animated so well. As for the lyrics, though, the answer I'm looking for is Raven.
I feel her, I see her, the sun caught in her raven hair.
All right, moving on now to X squared. Here's how it will work. Each clue in this category will have 2 answers, and each of those answers will have the letter X in them. Let's see if you're able to figure this out. First clue is worth 2. Stitch's official name and Tadashi's creation. Stitch's official name is Experiment 626. There's actually 3 X's, I guess, in that answer. As for the other one, what did Tadashi create? He created Baymax. There are your X answers. We're moving on to rainbows for the first time in Disney Jeopardy history. The fabulous rainbow unicorn you see here is a character from this film. You can spot Rainbow Unicorn in Inside Out.
Rainbow Unicorn, she's right there.
My friend says you're famous. She wants your autograph.
No, sadness. Don't bother Miss Unicorn, okay? Sorry, she's from out of town. It's so embarrassing, right?
Here comes roller coaster features for 200 points. Splash down into the water on Disney's original roller coaster. It's a really cool feature, and I'm sure it's one that's a little annoying to maintain, hence why we haven't seen it since from Disney. The correct answer is the Matterhorn. Final clue of the 200-point round belongs to reflections. This character leads Simba to a lake to see his father in his own reflection. That's pretty much as easy as a Disney Jeopardy clue is going to get. If I offended you because you didn't know the answer, I sincerely don't apologize. Sorry about it. The answer I'm looking for is Rafiki.
Stop! Look down there.
Of course, Rafiki leads Simba to the lake in order to see Mufasa. I do that every time. I have to do it every time. All right, 400-point round now begins with Hunchback music. Hugo says Quasimodo looks like a croissant in this song sung by the Gargoyles. The answer is A Guy Like You.
Since you're shaped like a croissant is, no question of she's gotta love a guy like you.
Here comes X squared for the second time. Toy Story's Dino and Lightyear's cat. Yes, Buzz Lightyear is good friends with both of these characters, though it's 2 different Buzz Lightyears because the Lightyear from the movie is actually a character from a movie while the toy is a toy in real life. Something like that. I don't know, whatever. 2 different Buzz Lightyears, but the 2 answers I'm looking for are Rex and socks. Here comes rainbows for 400 points. Pocahontas travels under the rainbow, you see here, during this song. She travels under it during Just Around the River Bend.
Just around the river bend.
Here's your second clue from roller coaster features. The first Disney roller coaster to incorporate a switch track in the middle of the ride. It's also the first Disney roller coaster to incorporate a disco Yeti. It's what we call the Yeti that no longer works and just has a strobe light flashing on it. The answer is Expedition Everest, and it doesn't only include one switch track, but it includes two. Here's reflections for 400. After transforming into an animal thanks to her offspring, this character frantically looks for a mirror to see what they look like. The animal she transformed into was a bear. Was that a good impression of Merida? No? Sorry if you're one of the 5 people from Scotland watching the show right now. But that is the correct answer, or at least it leads us to the correct answer. Queen Eleanor is the one who looks in the mirror to see that she is indeed a bear. 10 clues down, we've got 16 remaining. So let's keep this train rolling. It's the 600-point round, beginning with Hunchback music. And out there, Frollo claims that this is Quasimodo's only friend. Classic Frollo is talking about himself. He says, I am your only friend.
It's I alone whom you can trust in this whole city. I am your only friend.
Here's X squared for the 3rd time. This couple not only sees eye to eye, but also X to X. That doesn't make any sense, but they also have X's in their name. That's what I'm saying. The answer I'm looking for is Max and Roxanne. I don't know, I tried to get fancy with the wording on that one. Halfway point of the game means it's rainbows for 6. The Muppet Movie opens with this Oscar-nominated tune. Of course, I'm talking about Rainbow Connection.
Someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection.
Here's your 600-pointer from Roller Coaster Features. The second Disney roller coaster based in the United States to do an inversion. The first one was Rockin' Roller Coaster, starring Aerosmith, R.I.P. That was followed by California Screamin', which is now the Incredicoaster. Here comes Reflections for 6. The first 3 words of Mulan's Reflection song. The answer is, look at me.
Look at me. I will never pass for a perfect bride.
It's time now for the 800-point round, which is my favorite round of the game because you still have a chance to get these right, unlike the dreaded 1000s. We'll get to that in a little bit. But first, here's your 800-pointer for Hunchback music. All for One sang this pop ballad during the film's credits. The name of the song was Someday.
Someday, when we are wise.
Here's your 4th clue from X squared. Pull one out of an anvil, play the other at Litwack's Arcade. We just came from Litwack's Arcade a week ago during our Ralph Breaks the Internet category. What game can you play at the arcade that features the letter X in it? Well, one of the most popular ones. That is Fix-It Felix Jr. As for the anvil portion of the clue, the answer I'm looking for was Excalibur. Here comes Rainbows for 800. Name the character who created the rainbow that you see here. It's a pretty nice gift from Ariel's father in honor of the seahorse. I'll say it like this. The correct answer is King Triton. Here comes your 800-pointer for roller coaster features. A giant mirror creates an illusion of a different roller coaster train in this coaster, built in 2023. A giant mirror can be found inside the show building for Tron Light Cycle Run at the Magic Kingdom. It can also be found over in Shanghai in the 2016 version of the coaster, Tron Light Cycle Power Run. I don't know why that one has the word power in its title, but either way, yes, there is a portion of the ride where it looks like you're racing against another light cycle, but it's actually just you guys. And they change the color of your train. So when you see it in the giant mirror reflection, you think it's a different train, but it's not. Speaking of reflections, here's your 800-pointer. This Disney character begins singing True Love's Kiss while combing her hair in the mirror. Disney's most underrated princess right here. Everyone forgets about her, but she is a true Disney princess. The correct answer is Giselle from Enchanted.
I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss.
20 clues are down and 6 remain, including Final Jeopardy. But before we get there, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic, soundtrack-infused, unnecessarily spotlighted part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it! This 1,000-point round is presented by the new DisneyJeopardy.com Cameo page. So whether you want a birthday shout-out or me to insult someone's Disney Jeopardy abilities, I guess I can do that. It wouldn't be very nice of you, but I suppose I will oblige. Check it out over on DisneyJeopardy.com. Let's get this 1,000-point round started with Hunchback music for 1,000. According to the song's lyrics, topsy-turvy falls on this day. According to the lyrics, the correct answer is January 6th. So the next time that you think of January 6th and people running through the streets, you can think of topsy-turvy.
We made some extra scurvy on the 6th of January, all because it's topsy-turvy day.
All right, let's move on to X squared for 1,000. One answer is home to Ernesto de la Cruz, the other to Silver Mist and her friends. How about Mexico and Pixie Hollow? Halfway point of the 1,000s, it's rainbows for the final time. This canvas is a backdrop for a photography studio in this Disney film. That is where Goofy works in a Goofy movie. Here's roller coaster features for 1,000. The number of times you go upside down on Rock and Roller Coaster. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the video I posted earlier this week of Rock and Roller Coaster, synced to one of the songs that the Muppets will be singing in the new version. That is Song 2 by Blur. It gels pretty well, so it does give me hope for the attraction after all. In terms of the number of times you go upside down, it's 3. Final clue before Final Jeopardy belongs to reflections. After he sees his own reflection in the magic mirror, Beast demands the mirror to show him the girl. We then see Belle talking to this Beauty and the Beast character in a bedroom. She's talking to the wardrobe.
Show me the girl.
Well, the master's really not so bad once you get to know him.
25 clues are complete, but it all comes down to this Final Jeopardy one. So it's time to spin that wheel to determine what Final Jeopardy will be about. There are plenty of options here. Let's see what it lands on. We are going back over 80 years for a Disney classic. It is Bambi. So make your wagers based on how much you remember about the film from 1942. All right, here we go. The final Jeopardy clue for episode 162 is about the film Bambi. Let's see if you get it right. At the 1942 Academy Awards, Irving Berlin's White Christmas defeated this song from Bambi to win the Oscar for Best Original Song. Good luck. Time is up. The year before, at the 1941 Oscars, Disney had another runner-up for Best Original Song. That was Baby Mine from Dumbo. What was the song from Bambi that got nominated for Best Original Song? It was not the fan favorite Little April Shower. Instead, it was Love is a Song.
Love is a song that never ends.
That does it for episode 162 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you so very much for watching. Bunny Eclipse, guess what? Hey, Bunny, guess what? We got a record number of submissions this past week for Disney Jeopardy pets. So thank you guys so very much. If you don't see your pet or sidekick in this upcoming clip, fear not, it'll be featured next week. I just want to give all these guys enough time, like Odin here. Look how handsome Odin is. Very dapper. Shout out to you, Odin. All these pets are so funny and so cool. Domino, you make me laugh. Kiwi! Look at Kiwi. Bunny's a little confused when looking at Kiwi. Then we've got Chloe and Ella. Bunny, look, there you are on the big screen. Bunny, you're a star. Truly the star of Disney Jeopardy. Thanks again to everybody for submitting their pets and sidekicks. It makes my day each and every week. And now it's time for the Club DJ poll that you see on your screen right there. The beloved Club DJ members can now make their selection to help shape episode 163 next week. Now, you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe and click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Brian Perry. Your executive producer is Bunny Eclipse, and it is time that I give her a treat. Try to act so nonchalant. Yes, you're gonna get a bone. Let's do it. Till next time.
Bye-bye.